people like you and make you show your true colors. So these lights, you see that X? Remember Malcolm X? The X means resurrection. Now my name is Asar. You see that spiral in there? You see why the spiral is in there? You know the God that's in the middle of the spiral? Let me show you what I'm talking about. So you guys can't say you didn't know that I was sent here by God. I'm going to give you mad ass proof. You see that spiral in there? You see it? The spiral is synonymous with how the planets rotate around their center sun. It could be an SUN sun or SON sun, because I have planets that rotate around me. That would be Nibiru. Probably don't want to believe that, but you don't have to believe it for it to be true. Hold on, I'll be back. Now, I want you guys to listen, because I'm going to let this guy explain to you. Because, you know, like I said, I'm really tired of all this crap. You know, you guys are so damn stupid. You find so much energy to sit up and hate people unnecessarily and to just do everything you can to follow the white man lead and looking down on people and trying to make all these big old fusses over small things and all the shit you do. You know, like, for instance, somebody bringing bottles to the store and you acting like it was a criminal act. Somebody just been in the alley, it's a criminal act after what you guys have all done. So I want you to know why it was necessary for me to be sent here. My proclamation to you is that I was brought here 1960s when I was arrived. According to prophecy, all the prophecy tells you the same thing. I'm born on December the 25th. All this stupid shit that you guys are waiting to be synonymous with the white man. Sorry, don't work that way. White man stole and lied, and now the truth is coming back around. I don't care who don't want to deal with it. I just gotta tell you. That's all. Because I'm not getting my ass in trouble. And I get in a lot of trouble for not telling you. So I'm telling you. I don't care if you don't believe it. Don't. Listen. Just listen. That's all I'm telling you. You need to know this. That's all I'm saying.
The descendants of Samuel, the Asiatic black man.
Listen.
The seven serpents, or seven rays of the niggas surrounding his head, represent the cosmic forces that afford him protection. He is a divine representation of cosmic forces.
One more time.
The seven serpents, or seven rays of the niggas surrounding his head, represent the cosmic forces that afford him protection. Southeast Asia.
He said 7 rays.
The descendants of Samuel, the Asiatic black
R-A-Y-S.
man.
7 rays. Listen.
The seven serpents, or seven rays of the niggas surrounding his head, represent the cosmic forces that afford him protection. He is a divine representation of cosmic forces, and those seven serpents represent his divine mission. He does not come of his own. He's a manifestation of the cosmos. The serpents of the nigga represent cosmic forces, which is at his command. He represents him as a divinity. He is the manifestation of the universe.
See the crown behind his head?
Symbol of
You
those
see the crown behind
serpents
the serpent
around
head?
his
That's
head.
what the crown is, the sun.
In essence, the seven serpents are cosmological, dealing with astrology, astrological representations of those forces of the cosmos that he represents. He is a universal monarch,
Gonna burn you up.
a universal king, which he manifests and he shows evidence of. The black man of Asia, the original inhabitants of Asia. He is a human being of flesh and blood.
See the
He
spiral?
comes as a teacher, as a manifestation of God.
Now look, here we go to this again. There's the spiral. See the planet paths? Do you see each line representing a planet spiraling? Do you understand? Meaning that things constantly reoccur over and over and over again, which means that if this planet had been visited by Nibiru before and it's still here now, it means that when Nibiru leaves and return again, this planet will still be here. You know what's going to change? Consciousness on the planet. How is consciousness going to change? By the eradication of the stagnation of knowledge. Who are the stagnators of knowledge? The intruders. The ones who brought materialism and religious dogma to make sure that this Buddha in the middle has a reason to return. You can't kill this Buddha in the middle. You can't run him off with poverty. Only thing you can do is define your characteristics by where you have an interaction with this Buddha. That's what it's all about. Your privilege to meet prosperity or adversity from this Buddha comes from your consciousness behind hearing what the Buddha has to say.
His teachings are called the Dhamma. He is called the Buddha, the intelligent one who has achieved intelligence, or the genie, the conqueror. He comes to explain the laws of the universe. He comes to confirm that there is, in fact, life after death.
There is life after death, believe me.
When the Buddha appears, he appears as a preacher, and he preaches the Dharma, that existence is a continual cycle of death and rebirth, and that each person's position and well-being in life is determined by his or her behavior in their previous lives. For example, good deeds may lead to rebirth as a wise and wealthy person or as a being in heaven, and a person's evil deed could lead to rebirth as a poor and sickly person, or even rebirth in hell. Preaching is that you reap what you sow. A Buddha also teaches that it's possible to break out of this cycle and gain a kind of perfect peace and happiness by practicing righteousness. They are manifestations of God. According to their prophecies, they promise to prove and make manifest through a Buddha or a Jina life after death before the end of this century. How can you teach a people to know God if he himself does not know God? If you try teaching a Christian that God is also a human being or manifests himself in the form of a human being or makes himself known through a human being, they will say that you're crazy, that you don't believe in God. Meanwhile, they admit that he's a mystery God who is unknown. They teach not to make any likenesses of him, yet they adorn their walls and churches with pictures, images, and
As long as
statues of
it's
human
white.
beings.
That's the thing.
They
White
also
God
say he's a
accept
spirit that
but
cannot
not
be
black.
seen. They cannot see him, yet they believe in him.
See, that's why we
In
have
order
God.
to remove all doubt, the Buddha, the enlightened one, the intelligent one, the genie, the conqueror, decided to make manifest to the world irrefutable evidence. They wanted to prove to a people in the future the manifestation of God, that God manifests himself through human beings, through men. Now, prophecy is irrefutable. A prophecy is a written confirmation of what will happen at a future date. These people, the black people of Asia, predicted or prophesied what they would do 2,500 years into the future. The prophecy states that he would send something from the past and join it with something from the future.
See, that's what I'm doing right now, by bringing all these civilizations that have been dichotomized by this European rhetoric to show everybody that we're all one family. I don't care if you don't accept it. That's on you. If you want to pass up your opportunity to get back involved with the God family because you'd rather stick with the evildoers and try to gain privileges of housing and jobs and all that, you go right ahead. Because see, when he gets killed, everybody who sold out God to be with him is going down with him. Now, see, this judgment of Christ begins in 2012 AD. Click in to watch the movie. They put that there, and it just stays there. I mean, you probably can make it leave if you wanted to. I mean, if you work hard enough. But I'm going to read it there so you guys can see just how bombarded the world is with this force upon Jesus Christ, all right?